more than that to drag me down. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, yeah, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe outgunned, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. Oh no no. Baptized in the river to the life of a sinner, with nothing left but battle scars. The pain and the pleasure haunt you forever. Somehow I got this far. So bring on the rain, bring on the storm, bring on the pain. It can't hurt me anymore. Maybe outgunned, bloodied and bruised, but I don't run, and I sure as hell don't lose. Sure as hell don't lose. I sure as hell don't lose.
Just wanna find and run away, away from this place, away from mistakes, broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7", 135 pounds even. That's the lightweight limit, and he's got a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be facing the English legend, the one and only Ricky Hitman Hatton. He weighed in at a fit and trim 139. He's 5'6" tall.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
And here he is.
This bout is scheduled for 12.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And we're underway in round one. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Threw the hook, didn't land. Counter right. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good punch. The courage on display here is incredible. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. This is one of those fights where if you blink, you probably miss about 3 or 4 punches. That's the kind of output we're going to see.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
It's obvious, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bud Crawford. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Trying to answer back. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Perfect counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a right hand. Good one. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bud Crawford. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Left counter score. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this. Are we about to see Ricky Hatton go down? Oh, and that changes everything, and down they go! They're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Good punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Bud Crawford. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell for round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff there.
Right hand. That counter shot lands. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Looking to land the hook. Good counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Left hook. Ricky Hatton right now not where he wants to be. A much better game plan here. Sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Let's start the 6th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Where was the defense? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood of time, my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me till I'm night night, it's my time in a bright light.
It's so demoralizing, it absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This is not good news for Ricky Hatton.
Oh, I heard that, never but I saw it.
Let's talk about Bud Crawford. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go, it's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Punch, counter punch. He misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Just one punch away from getting the momentum. Which fighter will say no? And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes, who am I? Who
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch. Here we go for round one. Right punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Solid punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Why sit in a pocket when your punches are this slow? And he fails to score with that left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Bud Crawford. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. He misses with that jab. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Oh no, Kevin Kelly in some real trouble here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bud Crawford. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they...
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice job landing that left counter punch. No rest for the weary. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punch. Shout out to the CompuBox guys. Good luck trying to count the punches that these lighter fighters can throw.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Tom? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Left punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Beautiful counter punch. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
On to the 4th we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's going to hustle him. He's going to bluff him.
Good counter punching for both these athletes. Good counter left hand there. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. A high-octane battle. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good one. Oh no, Kevin Kelly in some real trouble here. Looks like they've shaken it off. One punch could change everything in this battle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And a counter left. Nice counter shot. What this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. are seeing. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. That punch lands. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Punch, counter punch. Still swinging with nothing. Oh no, Kevin Kelly in some real trouble here. Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.